The GDK thing, because you brought that up, right? This is a guy that goes by the name of Fivio Foreign, Brooklyn. Fabio's been going crazy lately. He keeps calling out Rooga's name.
Yeah.
And he recently called out 50 Cent name too, right? How do you feel about that? How you feel about his situation with whatever situation you got with Rooga and him with the GDK? Because I know the GDK in New York, their GDK thing, they're saying it only applies to the people that are in New York. It doesn't apply to outsiders. So they're saying they're not applying that in Chicago because he was obviously out there in Chicago with Von and with the BDs, but he's saying it don't apply to y'all out there.
Man, Fabio a dick sucker. Man, it don't even make sense. Once you say GDK, you just GDK. You GDK, you GDK. That means you GD killer. Can't say, hey, I'm only GDK to them, but you GD and you're cool. Get the fuck out of here. It don't work like that. JoJo made the BDK song. That meant BD killer to every BD there was. There's no pick and choose with this shit. Niggas just be talking. That's because he's not in tour with no Chicago niggas. You're not. But you saying that a Chicago nigga might see you and smack you, punch you in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Fabio's a bro. His ass a goofy, man. Like he just went and commented under the thing. Oh, I can never respect Rooga. As many I can see him fight 1,000,000 times, he's still gonna be looked at as a or whatever he tried to. He said something about folks like, come on, man. Rooga, you know how Rooga got in that fault the nigga he just fought because Fabio didn't respond.
So he called Fabio out.
Yes, and Aiden was gonna line it up and put it together.
But I think when it comes to the gang shit, I don't think that's just the boxing. Like the boxing shit is for niggas that you respect. I think that's too deep to be trying to.
Yeah,
that's not a boxing situation. But
yeah, but like even with Fabio, it's not really no smoke. It's just like you played on the internet. Like it's not no problem. Sometimes sometimes some people gotta get their ass whooped to understand. Stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? I done got in fights with. We got even cooler after that. It's a respect thing. You know what I'm saying? Probably never fought again. Damn, might have been, folks stood on that business. A nigga feel the same. Well, I stood on that business, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But it had to come to sometimes it gotta come to that, you know what I'm saying? And Fabio wouldn't even see to even try to see if it'll work. You know what I'm saying?
Try to get that fly, Dave. That door open, that fly flying through they finna see that fly flying through the goddamn interview. And niggas, that's when them niggas open the door. As soon as Yella came inside, the door open. That's why my ex used to be like, close that door so fast, bro. Them shit's like, it's like once they see a window, they fly through that. So now the nigga, like I said, he called out. So what is Fabio talking about? He offered, he said something to Rooga, and Rooga declined to I don't know, to engage in some shit.
Man, he tried to lie and say he met Rooga, they chopped it up and woo, and he told him we could fight. You ain't just told Rooga we could fight, and Rooga ain't punch you. You ain't, come on, man. Especially after you giving all that GDK, like, ain't no way. Fabio, that man is not even like that. That nigga's a creative player like the rest of these niggas, man. Boy, half gay. Girl already exposed trainings or whatever you got, like, whatever you into. Fight me. That niggas, I don't know. I don't like them niggas. Niggas want to be cool. Niggas, New York drill. What?
How you feel about that? How you feel about the New York? How you feel about the New York with the GDs? And because I see some y'all went out there and rocked with some of them GDs from Brooklyn. Yeah. I see Billy went out there, right? Mm-hmm. So how y'all feel about the gangs is outside of y'all city that other cities adopt in y'all culture?
I mean, GDs everywhere. Niggas I done came out here and tapped in with GDs in Miami.
Yeah, GDs everywhere.
It's in us to we gonna show love to the guys. You know what I'm saying? So 2 Gs and all them, and them niggas love us. You know what I'm saying? And it's love back. So that's their thing that they got going on out there. You know what I'm saying? It really ain't. And that's them niggas these niggas claim they in tour with. The GDs from out there. But GD is GD. You know what I'm saying?
So if you was with them, right? So for example, if you was with 22 G's, and the rest of them on there like 22 G's, MB Kane and all them.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard 22 G's. I don't know. They say he not GD no more. I don't know how sure that is.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Allegedly, I don't know how sure that is. You know what I mean? But so if they was into it, right, and what they politics in New York, what position would you play if you was out there with them? Is that something you adopt with them? Whatever they going against?
GD.
Okay then.
I can't. I'm GD. That's what I'm on. Like, think about it. I don't walk state prisons. I don't walk federal prisons. I don't walk prisons where there ain't no GDs at. And they gonna tell you, I'm GD as hell. Ain't no, I'm going with this GD shit. That's what I know. That's who I am. That's in me. It ain't on me. In me. So, if I'm with folks and them, like I just said, I'm with folks now. And we see that go down, it's going down. It ain't no, what? Oh, no, that's folks in them business. That's some folks, that's how nigga, like, it's different now, but nigga, back in the day, you got a violation, all that, boy. Bust your head, boy. You got a gangster wherever you at. You got to stand strong upon your six with your guys. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because that's what strike me strange. Because Fivio making it seem like a New York GD thing and all that is different than as opposed to the things that's outside of New York City. And you just said something to the opposite. And you from the actual motherland of the whole gangster disciple, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So, nah, man, I appreciate you for clearing that up for me. Because, like I said, I only know so much from observation from watching this shit and the niggas that I be around. But I ain't never been around no real GD niggas like a real partner like and just give me the rundown on everything. You probably the closest I ever got to some real information. Now, me being L.O.T.S, I'm surprised. Now, Super Dave, my co-host. Dave, you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, I am.
Go ahead and chime in, dog.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yella, I wanted to ask you something because we all from the same type
Hey,
of walk.
fam, remember from last time?
Yeah,
you
my
talking
face
on the
is in
side
it.
of the mic already.
No,
Don't
I'm
start
not in
this
it.
shit now. Put the mic right, man.
There we go.
Be on
There
your
goes.
ass, boy.
Cut, yeah.
I got to, bro. That's my
Yeah.
little bro right there, man.
So, like I was saying, now, no, we got certain affiliations. I got affiliations in L.A. and all that, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to my
You can't talk on the side
neighborhoods.
of the mic, Dave. You got to talk over the mic.
Okay,
You can't talk
peace
on
to
the
my
left or the
neighborhood
right
niggas.
side.
So, with that being said, I see that in Chicago it's a lot more serious. I read up something that when you were young, you was born into being a GD, but they gave you literature. What's that literature? Because coming from where we at, we don't get literature.
Yeah.
So we get taught the game. You get taught the rules, the regulation from the OG.
Yeah.
You get the rules and you cross whatever. You get the violations.
Yeah.
That's how you learn.
I mean,
but what's the literature for people that don't know?
There's guidelines, instructions, that you gotta follow.
Right.
That you gotta know. That you gotta know.
Check, make sure it's still recording. Bro.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
You gotta know. Well, burnt out now.
Yeah, exactly.
These young niggas don't know. All they know is ski masks and switches and sticks and brooms and all that extra shit they into now. But back in the day, yeah, man, which a lot of this, man, is how I move through life, man. Growth and development. It's just, it's a game. That's all it is. It's the same, except it's just a big ass book. And some of this you gotta know, like you gotta know it in your head. So nigga go to jail, nigga go, what's your 5P? What's the creed? What's the I? The duck. It's just them boys was on some shit. I don't know what them niggas was on when they created this shit. Larry, but they was on some shit. That shit was stick. I found it. I found my daddy. I just my daddy didn't show me. I found it. Me and my brother, we go on that bitch and read. 6 points to the star, the meaning. It's just all the meaning.
Oh, so there's an actual manual.
Basically.
Yeah. Big, thick ass manual.
Yeah. Basically.
Damn,
it's a life book.
I love that, man.
All it is a life guide, man. This is what to do, not to do, and game on how to move strategically in life. And basically, that's all it is. It's just what you shouldn't be doing and what you should do. That's it.
that book, is it being shown to the YNs now? Because it don't seem like they following it, like they have no rules to it.
Man, the YNs probably shoot the shit out that book.
So ain't no rules or regulations.
They probably shoot out me, man. What the fuck with you, nigga? I ain't learning this shit. These niggas just claiming anything now. Niggas just probably wake up, I'm BD. Man, you don't even know no BDs, man. I'm GD, man. You don't even know no GDs. Where's you from? Nigga from Six Flags. You hear me? Nigga got put on a ride, man, on a roller coaster, man. These niggas.
So the young niggas ain't reading no manual.
Man, hell no. They not following that. Niggas rebellious now. Ain't no big homies no more. Nobody respecting. Niggas is doing what they want to do. That's why Chicago the way it is.
Yeah. I was just about to say that's why it's some chaos, because they lost their way.
No, they ain't got no respect. So we was brought up with some respect, man. You know what I'm saying?
Guidelines, rules, and regulations that they don't follow anymore.
Bro.
So let me ask you something. One quick question. I never heard nobody ask you this, but being on, where I'm at right now, being an older man and knowing what we go through certain things to be where we at right now, to run through destruction and be able to survive what we have survived, I wanted to ask you, what would you tell your 18-year-old self?
You was stupid. I was dumb at 18.
Well, what advice would you give yourself, though?
To go the better route, you know what I'm saying? A lot of, well, let me see, I don't know the advice or what I would have did.
Yeah, because
like
you see, right, we seen yourself now, and we was
so
18.
I would have taught.
What would you tell yourself?
I would have told myself, finish school, you know, did the right shit, man, and the streets don't love you. You know what I'm saying? Another route, gang. To be real with you, another route, man. Do better, man. Cause that I know, even though like I wouldn't take a lot of it back because I learned from my mistakes. A lot of I did, you know, but a lot of I did I probably, if I could, I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have did a lot of things way better and went.
How about we narrow it down? What's the okay? So hindsight is always 20/20. That's what Dave's trying to say. So, what is the most pivotal thing? The most pivotal thing that you could say? Narrow it down to one thing that if you could change that one thing, it would have changed the direction of where you went, as in like gangs in the streets and everything. What's the biggest thing? Like the biggest elephant in the room. The one thing that you could say, like, if I would have thought about it in a different way, took a different approach.
Game bang.
Just game banging, period.
Yeah. I really like personally, like, nigga come from this, but I ain't really had no fucked up life. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit I did, went to prison, you know, pipes. I had blicks protecting myself. Sold drugs to feed myself. I don't really see a lot of like bogus that I was doing, you know what I'm saying? Except when the game on and it's time to get wild. And you know what I'm saying? And hurting each other, which is our own black people. That is really like, you know, all my friends is dead now. Like shit like that. So that's for me to say, that's why I say the game, man.
Right. I want someone to do something real quick. I wanted to, and I asked L.O.T S, we both wanted to but we want to give you your flowers because a lot of people don't do that. You know, you go on these platforms and they want to pick your brain and it's good to hear about the things that we did, right?
Yes, sir.
But right now they gotta understand that you came from being a GED, from being born in it. You understand literature that these young kids don't even understand, don't even know what the book or what they got themselves into. But they claiming something that they didn't even read the book to, but claiming it. You survived that. You've been through prison, and you handling your family. Yes, so we over here L.O.T S. We wanted to give you your flowers as a man.
Yes, sir.
Because you are no longer what you were. You are a man.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Mm-hmm. So it's good to be known, but formerly as a GD, and that's cool. Cause you know we streets. We gotta hold on to what we got.
Yeah.
But what we look at you here, we look at you as a grown ass man.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
And keep doing what you're doing, because what you're doing is you're showing these youth that you can come from that. Yeah, I can make mistakes. We all do. Man, L.O.T.S and me, boy, we tell you some stories. We messed up. I come from a crime family, but that's neither here nor there. You understand?
Yes, sir.
But for you to be where you at right now, we wanted to give you your props as another man, a period, not even as a black man, but as a man to a man. Keep doing what you're doing. We see you, man.
Appreciate it, man.
You know what I'm saying? And salute.
Love.
You hear me? Salute.
Love.
One more thing I want to ask you with these kids, because we see what happened to little Papa, right? The mental health thing. Because it looks like now from the way that the social media is going and the way that the world is going, because again, like you have books and literature for people to run the right way and into something they enter, they don't even read it to understand what got them to it. So we see what we're facing, what the kids is facing with the mental health. What is your aspect if someone is going through a mental health something right now? They don't want to see tomorrow. They don't feel like tomorrow. What do you feel? What can you tell them to get up out of that? Especially the kids that grew up with like teenage moms.
Shit, I grew up with teenage moms. Shit, I know. First, the main thing is you gotta seek help. You gotta talk to somebody. You'd be surprised if you having a simple. You know, you gotta get some help, man. You gotta go. You know, can't. A lot of people bottle a lot of that shit up. You know what I'm saying? And then they just explode. And I done had times where I felt like, you know, doing it too. You know what I'm saying? So I understand a lot of that, man. Like even with a little Papa situation, like you got to reach out to people, and you know sometimes it might not be nothing you could do. You know what I'm saying? Some people just be hurt and don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? And I don't understand. I can't understand everybody's situation. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's situation is different. Even like Papa, like you famous, you going through, you having an emotion, but who knows what he was really going through? Different people have them. What was going on? Was something, you know? You know, you don't know what was really going on. Obviously, was something going on where he said, "Fuck it, man." And sometimes, man, we live in a cold world, man, where I see sometimes why the people say, man, you know what I'm saying? This is a cold world we live in, man. Like sometimes we have to bring kids into this, man. These people don't give a fuck about us. We barely give a fuck about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. You gotta reach out, man, and see and try to seek as much help you can. You can, because if you bottle that shit in, you're gonna end up doing the same he did. You crash out and yourself. You know what I'm saying? But that be for real, bro.
My last question to you, I wanted to ask you.
Hey, but Dave, I thought you
Yeah.
were gonna ask him about the unalive, and one time you was on your
Oh,
thing
yeah.
talking about.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Yeah, I was going into that right now.
Yeah, we gonna jump to a whole different. You about to go to a whole different topic.
No, that was my last question.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
My bad.
Nah, because the reason why I asked you that, because I read something that you went through something similar. You was facing that, so I wanted people to hear from you, because I see it starting to be a trend. When you were going through it and you was in that mental space, how did you get out of it?
You was online. Didn't you online? You saw you expressed to the people that you wanted to unalive yourself.
Yeah.
You was going through some hard emotional. You could tell you was going through some at that time. I forgot what triggered it, but you just got online. Like I said, you're a very transparent person, and you went online to express yourself.
You never know, like, and that was just like some weak that I was just going through at that time. Where, I mean, obviously, I know I'm a survivor and I know how to overcome that. You know what I'm saying? But like, that I had a thought, like I went through some shit where, you know, like damn, you feeling like damn. You just sometimes life just get hard, or you have stress on your shoulder. You get tired. People get tired. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I was just carrying too much at that time. I was just carrying too much. I was tweaking with my money. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in the same position I was in, gambling, just doing hella dumbass nigga. And that shit was, nigga, that me up. Where I'm like, man, I felt like everything was just crashing at that time. Like, feel like, damn, the devil on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what I do to deserve this? You know what I'm saying? But damn, it just be like, and that be the devil too, to make you feel like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always in, he know, like, nigga, I could be up one day and I'll be tweaking. The next thing you know, I'm shit in my head for I'm thinking about going to do some crazy. The next thing you know, oh damn, fuck. Back. But look at the dumbass that the brain had me thinking. You know what I'm saying? And that's the devil.
Facts.
That's the devil, man. And soon you fall victim to that, it's over with. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Faith. Your faith is always going to be tested every day. That's what you got to have, the faith of a mustard seed. You heard me? That's a fact, though. Every day I tell people that, man. Like, I know God is good. Every situation I get out of.
Yes, sir.
But when you realize that, and you still have your days where you question, you have no business questioning. How you gonna question God every time the nigga show you every time he come to your rescue, every time you make it past every single situation, bro, and you still believing in this fucking devil? You can't tell that lying in your face.
Yeah, he lied.
But he lied on them in social media though.
But every day your faith gets tested. That's what you're trying to say. Every day your faith gets tested.
Especially
bruh.
when you open that phone.
Oh, fast. That's so they say don't look at that comment section, but I gotta look at the comment section sometimes because the comment section where they be plotting at, it be just different. You gotta pay attention to that comment section. You know me. You know how niggas grew up, dog. We grew up with that trolling. Nigga, I grew up in like a place where niggas will send you home crying. Niggas talk about your dead mama.
No, wait.
So that shit don't affect me, homie. Yeah. You can say some crazy shit to me, bruh. I'm just thinking about how the I'm gonna respond back to you, homie. I'm not dog. You'll never see me. You never gonna see my face look like I'm confused or look like I'm emotional, bruh. I'm literally thinking about a counterpunch. I have no time to be emotional, bruh. You can say it, your dead mama talk about anything, bruh. Anything, homie. And if it's really that serious, remember, you still gotta run into me too now. You still gotta see me one day. I'm telling you, you don't want to be next to a person like me. You don't. But that's neither here nor there. Listen, with the you say you was never going on a lighter note, bruh. Now we was on some red time. I also to put this out because was loving this shit, right? That's all red time we saw. When we was on that, we was on red time. We talking about E-Dog and all this stuff. And L.Block, we got on red timing. But we gonna go back on the lighter note. Your man's Adam 22. You heard me? Let's get on the lighter note. We're gonna end off with these right here. All right. Adam 22. At one point, you denounced Adam 22's his platform, right? And I called 607 Unc on the same. He said he wasn't gonna rock with Adam no more.